very strong impression on this bracket. Most notably, huge upset yesterday, putting Jin into loser's bracket. He's also going to be representing that Roa character. But this character on one player's side is I don't know. This character is going to be a doozy. So.
Right, so this is Mario. Mario, the puppet character of this game, meaning that in addition to Mario being on screen, there are a multitude of other characters. We're going to be calling them the nuns. You're going to see them have a lot of different weaponry. We'll call him out as we see it, but he is a complex character that Korean Wrestling Man has found a great foothold with and can be incredibly impressive. And we're already starting off DAI. Great Roa gameplay.
What I really want to highlight too is look at how Korean Wrestling Man opens or approaches. It's important to note that he controls those nuns. Basically, he can control them from full screen, up close. So it really is depending on his approach, how DAI is going to want to approach this. See there, this is what really the character really shines at, his Oki. It's not so much about damage per touch, as much as it's securing the knockdowns and then using the chakram, that spinning blade nun that comes out and throws that. That is very unique and very oppressive Okazeme for this game, and you'll see why in just a moment.
Yeah, and also, okay, come back to that in a second, but we do have a Moondrive activation from DAI, putting Korean Wrestling Man into the corner. Very similar, actually, to what we saw with the gameplay from Moai. It's a very similar game plan, and again, getting caught in that unblockable situation.
It's funny, too, because Korean Wrestling Man, to win that event, to get this ticket, he had to go through 3 of the top Roas, and one of them was Moai, actually.
Okay, so we had a heat activation from Korean Wrestling Man. Made it back to the ground just in time. Shield for shield, and then the punish coming out from DAI.
The counter shield. So if you guys don't know, the shield mechanic in this game essentially is a parry that leads to an RPS situation. But one of the things that the opponent gets parried, they can shield back. So you saw shield exchange there, leading into a big hit from Korean Wrestling Man here. The jump shield to neutralize the chop remote.
That was really smart. Okay, but caught again by the lightning. So another thing I want to point out is that the sword nun in certain situations can go through projectiles, and that neutralizes a little bit of what Roa can do, so it's something we might have come up.
Exactly. It's something, you know, Roa has control of 90% of the screen with lightning,
yes.
But he can't just back off completely like that because he'll have to deal with sword nun. So it kind of forces him to approach and try to attack Mario from mid-range. And right now has a full corner push. That sister is watching.
Yeah, this Korean Wrestling Man, that's a perfect from DAI. What a way to close a round. Korean Wrestling Man, again, coming out from Korea, winning that PlayStation Tournaments package, not getting a chance to play the video game.
Yeah, but I mean, that just goes, and you saw there, that's one of the things you can do in this matchup. When Mario summons those nuns to attack you, you can actually down them for a little while and make them unusable. The problem is, the Mario player has setups to be able to punish that, bait that, and he can get big return from it as well.
I like the way that Korean Wrestling Man opened, that it was a much more definitive opener. And again, as you mentioned, the openers are very important in this. But once again, DAI, as soon as he gets a hit, it is just detrimental to the Korean Wrestling Man's health pool.
See, again, Roa, where he really shines to me is the pressure. It's the zoning that complements it with just like that max range lightning strike. Takes his micro charge just to be able to build as much gauge as possible. Finds the low touch. Korean Wrestling Man in trouble here.
And then activates Moondrive to continue this combination. He's going to get 3 counts of Magic Circuit and is going to go ahead and spend it for an Arc Drive. This should kill with the amount of damage that it's about to do. Yes, 4.8k? That's ridiculous.
And that barely killed, it felt like. But DAI here on set point. Korean Wrestling Man, are you awake? Nice staircasing down for some pressure here.
Yeah, nice throw too. Chakra Mill is set up, but that was a really interesting interaction.
Yeah, the trade actually worked out there for DAI just because Korean Wrestling Man wasn't able to confirm it. But here we go, side switch, same situation. Give me all the gauge.
Charging. Oh, but it was punished. He charged just for a second too long and was stuck in recovery, allowing Korean Wrestling Man to get in and set up this corner comp. We saw this so much yesterday, especially with the Chakram Nun, with that overhead, getting opened up. Korean Wrestling Man getting that foothold, building that 4th bar of Magic Circuit.
And you see what we were talking about earlier with the counterplay. DAI showed early on, I'm willing to hold up, try to shield. I'm willing to do something when you do those double blades coming out like that. You see now, Korean Wrestling Man, he's willing to meaty throw him, early throw him just to be able to check that option. It's an RPS situation. It's kind of like a mini game. You got to get out of there. Nice punch nun to create the distance.
And now
sword nun closing the gap.
Mario in there, Moondrive activated. It gives you a second just to see what your opponent is doing, but now Korean Wrestling Man hit by that lightning, stuck in the corner. This is DAI is so good at systematically dismantling what Korean Wrestling Man wants to put on the screen.
That's a big throw, a big jump kick in. And, oh my god, 3 bars build. He's going to probably build the 4th here.
Yeah, EX
Spend
into
one.
the super. Nope. Saves it.
Getting it on the next touch, and for Korean Wrestling Man, you have to imagine he's looking for some way to activate E. And
Right.
there
Oh,
it
it's
is!
shielded! No!
We all felt it. DAI saw it moments before it occurred. Runs up, shields the activation, easy punish for the win. DAI, really impressive run in this tournament so far. That's crazy. Korean Wrestling Man to me is a big X factor in this bracket, and this. Oh my God, I'm thinking about loser side now.
I know.
Loser side is
loser
crazy.
side is wild. I don't envy the loser side of this bracket. It is, like